For 8 long years, this woman had lived in the same house, yet the strange activity inside it never stopped unsettling her. Even after all that time, the presence lingering within those walls still managed to send chills down her spine. This clip serves as another chilling reminder of why she's never truly felt at ease there. As she begins recording, seated and aiming her camera toward the doorway, she senses something approaching. That familiar, dreadful warning that the house is about to come alive once again. Soft knocking begins to echo down the hallway, faint at first, but steady and unnervingly rhythmic. Each tap comes slowly, deliberately, as if something unseen is patiently trying to draw her attention from deep within the house. She hesitates for a moment before slowly rising to her feet, gripping the camera as she makes her way down the hallway toward the front room. With every step, the knocking grows fainter, until, just as she reaches the end of the hall, it stops completely. The silence that follows feels heavy and unnatural, as though the house itself is holding its breath, waiting to see what she'll do next. What happened after that remains unknown, but one can only hope she took steps to cleanse or drive away whatever presence had begun to take hold inside her home. This man has always been the kind of person who notices the smallest details, subtle movements, faint sounds, anything that feels even slightly out of place. But lately, those disturbances have been happening far too often to ignore. What began as strange noises in the dead of night has now escalated into something far more unsettling, with activity bold enough to show itself in broad daylight. That's when he decided to start recording, hoping to finally capture proof of the haunting unfolding around him.
For photos, it's even easier than it sounds. Camera, get your picture. As it would have in 1901, when a servant of Duke's stature would want it.
Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, hell no. No freaking way.
The video begins in his dining room, where a wooden chair slowly slides several inches across the floor on its own. In the next clip, the camera is set in the kitchen, capturing a drawer, as it gradually pulls open with careful, deliberate movement, as if something unseen were standing right in front of it. The final clip shows a wall sticker in the living room peeling itself away from the surface, curling downward without a single hand touching it. Mike says all 3 incidents happened within just a few days, and while none of them were violent, the steady escalation has left him wondering just how far this supernatural activity is willing to go. Late at night, 2 men were relaxing in a house when they heard movement coming from the hallway. One of them pulled out his phone to record, hoping to prove they weren't imagining the strange noise. At first, the video is quiet, filled only with their whispers as they try to pinpoint the sound, until a door at the end of the hall slowly drifts shut on its own, as if someone unseen were gently pushing it closed.
Hola. Hola, hola.
No, hombre, güey, hasta huele raro, güey.
Mami,
La puerta.
No,
No seas mamón, Chris.
No,
A ver.
no ábrela tú, güey.
A ver, güey. Lo wichistaron, güey. No mames.
No mames, güey.
A ver, explícame esto.
They inch toward their hallway, the man with the camera staying a step behind his friend as the door nearly shuts on its own before they reach it. The first man hesitates, watching to see if it will stop, reopen, or move again, but it remains still. Carefully, he places his hand on the door and pushes it open in one slow motion. The room behind it is completely empty. No one inside, no breeze, no open windows, nothing that could explain the movement. They stand in silence, staring into the vacant doorway as the house itself seems to hold its breath, as if whatever closed the door didn't want to be seen. Later, they begin recording again, this time in the kitchen. After witnessing the door incident, they both agreed that paranormal activity had to be documented. Trying to act normal, they speak quietly and scan the corners, until something at the far end of the room suddenly grabs their attention.
Mucha atención a lo que está a punto de suceder con el adorno en esta casa del poltergeist.
De las niñas, vengan por acá.
Vente, Miles.
O sea, sí está perro, güey. La neta aquí estar en este rollo, güey. Y sí se siente pesadísimo, güey. Muy, muy pesadísimo, güey. ¡Ay,
¡No
cabrón!
mames!
¿Sí viste, güey?
No te pases de lanza, güey.
¿Sí vieron, güey? ¿Quién se cayó? Güey, ¿quién se cayó, güey? ¿Quién se cayó, güey? No mames. Ah, la madre. Yo, ¿sabes que me asusté, güey? Pensé que era un...
Through an open interior window looking into the next room, a dark face suddenly rises into view, barely a second, like someone peeking up from below the frame before vanishing again. Both men freeze, whispering in shock, and rush closer to investigate, but when they lean over the counter and peer into the room, there's nothing. No furniture to hide behind, no shadows matching the shape, no possible way a person could have moved that fast. The window frame is wide open, empty on both sides. The fleeting appearance of that face sends the same chilling sensation as the door shutting earlier, as if something supernatural inside the house is watching, choosing to reveal itself only when it wants to. Late one night, a man was relaxing at home, casually watching TV, when he decided to start recording. Something unsettling had begun happening. The overhead light in his living room kept blinking on and off in slow, steady intervals, almost as if something from the other side was trying to send him a message.
Vean cómo empezó a ser el foco de mi recámara. Prende y se apaga. No sé qué pasó. Estoy viendo la tele y de repente, no sé qué pasó, se apagó la luz. Otra vez apagó la luz. Voy a buscar la linterna. Ah, se apagó la tele. Aquí está la linterna. ¿Qué está pasando? No mames, no mames. ¿Qué es eso? Por Dios, ¿qué es eso? Se apagó. Mi celular. Mi celular. Mi celular. Traigo mi celular. Va. Vámonos. Está prendido. Está prendido ya. Está prendido ahí abajo. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Se prendió la luz. Se está apagando la luz. Se está prendiendo la luz. Vámonos.
He aimed his camera at the TV, speaking nervously, when both the television and the light suddenly cut out at the exact same moment, plunging the room into complete silence. Hands trembling, he grabbed a flashlight and called out, asking what was happening. Then, the door across from him creaked open on its own, revealing the dark silhouette of a woman-shaped figure standing in the doorway. It didn't move, but its mere presence sent a jolt of fear straight through him. After gathering himself, he slowly turned and made his way downstairs, flashlight in hand. His breathing grew heavier with each step, and he eventually burst out the front door, racing straight to his car. he ended the recording, insisting he wouldn't set foot inside that house again for at least a week. This clip comes from two urban explorers who ventured into a long abandoned hospital, a place infamous for its dark history and violent hauntings. As they moved through the crumbling hallways, unaware of what was waiting for them, they captured something truly disturbing, something neither of them was prepared to witness.
어디 갔어요?
원래 병원에 있었던 곳이야?
네, 저 원래 몸이 안 좋아서. 근데 지금 상태가 없어졌어요.
이태원가 어디 간 거예요?
저도 방금 깼어요. 원래 병원에 계셨어요? 네? 저기요! 저기요!
Could it have been someone playing a twisted prank inside the abandoned building? Or does it raise an even darker question? Who, or what, were those figures standing in the hallway of a hospital that was supposed to be completely empty?